Hey everybody, this is Doug with City Saver Thrift and Liberty Disaster Relief. We have a thrift store and a food pantry and all kind of stuff, homeless shelter here in Excelsior Springs. Through the month of August, we're doing a contest for who has the biggest cup of Jesus in Excelsior Springs. The idea is to find the elders in the church of Excelsior Springs. The only thing you can find in the Bible, Church of Ephesus, Church of Smyrna, Church of Laodicea. We're one body, regardless of where we are on Sunday morning or what building or even differences of opinion on secondary issues. So we would like to reward and pray with the folks that are out in front. To be an elder, you just have to be a 4-year-old in a room full of 3-year-olds. It's not about who's the best pastor. It's not about who sings the prettiest. It's about who's the most like Jesus. So we're taking nominations. I'm going to splice in a little video here. We talk about how your cup is and who's got the biggest cup, and it's on our YouTube channel. But if you'd like to nominate in the comments here below, either on YouTube or on Excelsior Citizen or other places this is posted, please comment for somebody in Excelsior Springs that you think you'd like to nominate, somebody that's been like Jesus to you. Peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, long-suffering, sacrifice, love, whatever. And at the end of it, we have $500 that's been earmarked for this. So the top vote getter gets $250, the next one $150, the next one $100 that they can spend, they can give away, they can do whatever they want with it. That's cash. If they want to convert it to store credit, then we'll double it. And they can get food, they can get whatever they need to help whoever they'd like. These are probably not people that are going to spend it on big screen TV and clothes and whatever. Anyway, thank you for helping out. We have people all the time recommend what church you could go to or who's got great childcare or whatever, but we know that there are people out there that we need to be in touch with. We need to pray with. We need to get them praying for Excelsior Springs all together. And we'd like to find who's the shiniest, most Christ-like people out there. You can vote for me or the staff at the City Saver, but we're not eligible to win the prizes. But at the end of August, we're going to announce publicly, and everybody that got nominated is going to get a thank you, and we're going to let them know that somebody is looking at them and that they've made a difference in somebody's life. So everybody will get highlighted one way or the other. God bless you all. Thanks for your consideration. Comment below or stop in the store and list your vote there. Thanks very much. Bye.
Everybody has a cup. Jars of clay, vessels of honor, wineskins, bowls, whatever. Lots of verses about that. In your cup, there's you and there's sin. When you get saved and ask Jesus to come into your life, he stands in the gap between the you and the sin. He begins to fight your battles and identify the sin and convict you of it and ask you to get it out. If you try to push the sin out in your own power, that's just more yellow stuff, more you. You can't win in your own power. You have to displace the red stuff with more blue stuff. After all, it's the yellow stuff that invited the red stuff in the first place. If you get more of you, all you're going to do is squish out Jesus. But if you obey, there's less sin. Jesus starts to take more and more of the ground away from the enemy. But the world likes to shake you up like vinaigrette, constantly in motion, never resting, never hearing God, always on the run. No time to pray. America is the capital of shook up like vinaigrette. We're exporting it all over the world as fast as we can. But you really can get all the sin out. That's the easy part. You ask for Jesus to take it all away and scrub you clean. You take captive every thought and let him fight your battles. But then he's going to look at the you in your cup and say, well, I don't like parts of you that much either. So then he'll start crucifying pieces of you so that he can increase and you will decrease. That's the hard part. That's where it gets painful. Getting rid of the red stuff is easy. It's the yellow stuff that is stubborn. You need to understand that sin or Satan or demons are not God's worst enemy. You are. You're the one that keeps inviting them to come in. Jesus doesn't like being in there with all that icky stuff. If you can keep your cup cleaned out, that's righteousness. That's holiness. And you can't get there on your own. You have to let him do it to you. But if you're a good steward of what he gave you, if you invest it wisely and willingly sacrifice and give it to others as he directs, he'll give you more. As he stretches you and enlarges your cup, there will be more and more of him and less of you, until the balance of power shifts so much that you're just parts per billion at the bottom of your cup and you can't hardly get in his way if you tried. So it's like this. Imagine that these are 7 different people. If you were in the hospital and they gave you a week to live and everyone had given up hope on you and you need a miracle, which of these people would you like to have come pray for you in the hospital? Yeah, I'm thinking this guy. Why? Because the prayer of a righteous man is powerful. He's got the most Jesus, and you need something supernatural. He's also got the least yellow stuff to get in the way. Why don't you want these guys to pray for you? Because it's hard to tell whose team they are even on. Why is God going to listen to them when they're not listening to God? If He answers any of their prayers, it's just mercy, not because they deserve it. But the Bible says that if you obey, He will come when you call and lift you above nations and bless your house and your flock. If you disobey, well, read Deuteronomy 28 and see what happens if you disobey. Okay, so which one do you think the Lord wants you to be? Yeah, this one, right? And when do you think He wants you to be one of these? Well, like yesterday, right? So which one are you? And while we're at it, which one is your pastor? You see, maybe we ought to put the value on the people with the biggest cup of Jesus, and not the people with the piece of paper on the wall. The little old lady in the back of the church might be the one that hears God the best. The Bible says that if you're sick, you're to call the elders and have them lay hands on you and pray, and the prayer of faith will heal you. Who exactly are the elders? Maybe it's whoever's got the biggest, most cleaned out cup of Jesus, and not necessarily the guys that got voted on by a committee. I mean, it could be the same people, but are you sure?